Jax West back again. I always have to take a picture for some snapshot, that'll be the picture for the video. And I keep just making the most ridiculous faces. And I know my partner Jeff has been going through them later and putting some, really nice title card on them. So I know it doesn't stay there forever. But it's also something that the guilters and, hi, all the people that say they hate me, but you always watch everything I do, just like the meme says, hate me and watch everything I do. You're a fan. Um, I know they'll use it. They love to try and get me in these unflattering moments and put that picture up when I'm somebody that I know what I look like. I know I've got a big zit right here. I know I have oily skin. I know I don't have any makeup on. I know I'm fat. I really don't care. So there's really you can take ridiculous pictures of me. I really don't care. So anyway, we are on December 10th, 2005. These are all calls that Stephen made while he was in the Calumet County Jail. He has not gone to court yet. Since we're in December, Brendan wasn't arrested until March 1st. So Brendan isn't even considered to be a part of the crime yet. So there are 12 calls on this day that are 154 minutes roughly. I don't do math. Twisted says I bust out laughing every time I see your thumbnails. Yeah. Mm. So there's 12 calls, 154 minutes, roughly 2.5 hours because, it's me just rounding as I try to add this stuff up. So all these calls were FOIA'd, which FOIA stands for Freedom of Information Act, by two people whose screen names are Kaboom Blam Zoom and Rookie 1082. So they paid for them, and then they gave them to Foul Play, which has a channel on YouTube, Foul Play channel. So they're all uploaded there, which I also take the URL, so the link. So this is like the video we're going to start, that I'm posting the link for right now. But you can go to the Foul Play channel and then you can click to subscribe there. So because there's plenty of people who aren't, that have already listened to calls and ones that run ahead, read the end of the story first. So if you don't want to wait to when I have the time to do these videos and play ahead, you can go on the Foul Play channel, who has a bunch of playlists where they're separated by month in there. So you can go and listen there. So yeah, we've got Maz and Tina talking about they hear March is a big deal. And of course, March is when now Brendan has been forced into his confession, and so it's a whole new ball game after that. So yeah, the March calls will be interesting, but we're on December 10th. So this first call is from 12:05 p.m. and it lasts 16 minutes and 30 seconds. So let me hit play.
Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from
Yeah, that's me.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Uh-huh.
5, I said.
Oh. What are you doing?
Nothing. I was just down by Roy's house.
Well,
Shut the lights off.
right.
You left the porch lights on.
When she says she's down by Rowley's house, that means she was at Steven's trailer, but Rowley is who owns it, so they always call it Rowley's house.
I went inside. I just know what they're doing in the living room. That little cabinet, that's gone.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all the books on it too?
said I took the books out. What kind of books were in there?
Playboy and that.
Well, I don't know. She said I took them home. I don't remember bringing them home.
No.
No.
Plus my folder with everything in it.
I must have took that stuff out. What do you mean with everything in it?
My last case. What Charlie and Rita gave me.
Oh, yeah?
No.
I don't know. Barbara said I took that stuff out of there.
Oh.
So I don't know if I did or not.
I don't know.
That was that day when we took all that shit.
Did you see any pictures on top of my truck?
I couldn't tell you that either.
Oh, you didn't look?
No. When, this morning?
No.
No, we didn't look in there. Barbara shoveled the steps off. Because I said, I'm scared to go on them steps. And then she said, that way if it snows, we'll know if somebody was up there.
Yeah.
Because they were up on the other door. Maybe they carried that stereo out from that way.
Yeah.
I mean, not that stereo, that cabinet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you hear anything?
No.
No.
Did you?
No.
Hey, the investigator?
Yeah.
And they can go down by Josh, too, and talk to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to call them, and I'm going to tell them to stop in here.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of other information for him, and I'll have more today. Because they're bringing more.
Oh, it's long?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. So Earl's gone home already?
I don't know if he's gone home already. Could be, because he says that he's locking everything up at 12 o'clock. I don't know. He's gone already.
Huh?
No, yes, he's gone.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, do you know the address for Walter?
Oh, I could have. Why? Did you want it?
Yeah.
No, wait.
I don't need it right now. I'll call you back later and get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Barbara's going to come up and help me after a while with some stuff.
Well,
I told her, goddamn it, I need some help here. I says, I don't know how to spell. But she's going to run Bobby to tell him Bobby's going to look at another car.
Why?
Another vehicle.
Why?
Well, that one that he's got, that blazer type thing,
Yeah.
that don't start.
Oh, no?
Not when it's cold. It doesn't like cold weather, I don't think. He buys all that junk. Well, this one is supposed to be in, I think she said a 97.
Oh, yeah.
I think. Yeah. Oh.
Where's he getting the money for that?
Oh, the heck would I know? He will be losing it all if he keeps on buying.
Yeah.
$6,000, I think they went for it.
Ooh.
I think he works for his four-wheeler yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were wondering who took that stop sign down.
Hmm.
Bobby?
Huh.
When the plow was coming in, I think that's waiting. We know of.
Yeah.
And he said instead of hitting the plow truck, he took the stop sign down.
Oh.
Yeah. He would have demolished his vehicle.
Yeah.
Earl said that was a vehicle that took it down because the tracks were going right in there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So how come you didn't say nothing,
Oh,
Bobby?
don't ask me.
He don't like saying nothing, does he?
No.
He didn't want to hit that car with that van.
Hmm?
Well, he hit a car with Barbara's van that time, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She
And
found out later.
Yeah, never said nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you and Barbara tomorrow are going to go by that guy, see if you can get that thing.
Mm-hmm. Who said that?
I just asked you that.
Oh, yeah, we can. He said he's sure he can get 17 for it.
No. I'll let him go.
That's what it sounds like, Twisted.
Yeah, I can only buy another one.
No.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
after I let you.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Well, what?
when I get you home, I don't certainly want you gone again.
No.
Well then, shut up.
I was
That's
home.
what? Huh?
I was home once and I'm gone again.
Yeah, I know.
But see what I want that address for?
What?
Mhm.
What?
Oh, let me.
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
On that side, the guy could write too.
Who's that?
He figured Arlen's wife can write. Carla and Stacy.
Right, what?
Write to my lawyers in Milwaukee.
Oh, and what?
For they could bail me out for Christmas.
No.
Yeah.
Well, then Debbie's she wants you out for Christmas. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'll have her write them too.
She said so.
Yeah.
I said, I hope so.
Yeah.
And then, did I just tell you that?
What?
About that paper I got?
What paper?
That performance management and marketing?
I don't know.
And that guy wrote that.
Yeah.
And I took it to Herald Times.
Yeah.
And they called the number on the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted a $3,000 what you
Oh,
call
I still
them?
have popcorn left.
They're gonna have so much down before they start that.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to do that. Retaining fee.
Oh,
Yeah, he said I could go to jail for that. And I said, so what?
who said that?
The guy said that. Must have said that to Earl.
A $3,000 tender fee.
Yeah, to do that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A letter. Somebody had sent us a letter.
Yeah.
Not, no, I shouldn't say that. It was on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I took it down to Herald Times so they could publish it.
Yeah.
And then they called him.
Yeah.
And he says, no, I didn't get paid. Retaining fee of $3,000. He says, no, don't put it in there. Well, everybody, they read it out of the internet anyway if they went for that.
Yeah.
So that's where Candy got it from, on the internet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lawyer?
No, it's not a lawyer. It's a management and marketing thing.
Oh.
Don't ask me even where it is.
Oh. Well, so Candy's helping too?
She took this off the internet.
Yeah. So she must be looking then.
I don't know.
Huh?
Well, sure. I suppose she is. She always plays on stuff like that. That's where it come from. And she brought it over here and gave it to Chucky, I think.
Oh.
Aha!
It's
Popcorn.
got Earl and Chuck on it.
Mm. Oh, Ma.
Huh?
Ma.
No.
Yeah, look for that
That's her
ad.
name.
Oh, my name?
From this here guy to the suspect. I mean, the subject. The subject.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
No.
What's that from?
From that guy that come on the computer.
Oh.
So don't tell me other people don't look at it. So what the heck's the difference if I did put it in there?
Yeah.
If they go on the internet, you'd see it anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah. Well, maybe she's trying to help. Well, that'd be nice.
No.
It'd be a start.
No.
She come to her sense.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to forgive somebody.
Oh, I'll never forget that. It'll still be there all the time.
I was always on her side, and then she kicked me in the face.
Yeah.
this morning, how come the girls don't come here? I said, Brittany, she walked right past me that day of Kayla's birthday. Never said a nothing. I said, how come they can't even come here? I said, how come Candy's got them stopped from coming here? Well, Kayla's been sick since Wednesday.
Oh, Earl, look at how you treated your mother. You wouldn't let her see her granddaughters. You're swell.
Yeah, we'll get that address. When is Lloyd coming down?
I don't know, they should be coming pretty soon.
Then if you go down there again, let's see about that picture.
Where is it supposed to be?
It should be atop that table, that desk.
I don't know if there's anything up there. I couldn't even tell you.
I don't know.
Yeah, Barbara said I took those books. Why would I take those books?
I don't know.
I certainly don't want them here. I put them in the wine down the burning barrel. That's what I did with Dad that time.
Yeah.
That, what was it?
Yeah.
Rolly's ex-wife, the other one.
Yeah.
She gave him one of them books, but I didn't even get to look at it. Anyway,
And if you don't know who Rolly Johnson is, he's a friend of Alan Avery's. So that's how he comes. And so he needed a place to put his trailer. So he bought a piece of the Avery land. Alan sold it to him a long time ago. I don't know when.
Probably.
Then, Barbara's coming down?
From the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I think she's coming down after she takes Bobby there to look at that car.
Oh, it's a car?
I think so. I don't know. You know something? What color was her van?
Whose?
Teresa's.
Green, I think.
Green?
Yeah.
I don't know. The woman said blue.
Yeah, I know.
Green or blue, green or blue. But I've said this before too. My car is blue,
That was a 2-door.
but it looks black.
And it's a 4-door.
So even when I got my ticket for trespassing, it said my car was black. My car is blue. Yes, Nana, he owns the land that the trailer and the garage is on. So Rolly owns the trailer, he owns the garage, he owns the land it's on, and most of the things in Steven's trailer are Rolly's. All Jody put in there was a bed and a computer desk. Like everything else in there is Rolly's.
Bandit, see?
Before I go back, we're going to give you all Rolly's mail here. He's going to come my way. That far.
That's sad, Maz.
No?
And hello, Becky again.
We don't want to get involved because we court small, so we don't want to get involved in that.
Well, why didn't you call me and tell me that, Lloyd?
Wait.
Why? Because how am I supposed to do that right now? His mail, here's one thing.
I'm not sure on that, Maz, but the trailer is sitting in disrepair. The trailer, in the garage, it's sitting there like it was. So I don't know if Rolly was given anything for that. And yeah, they trashed all the Avery's homes too. It's just not right.
Why?
So we find out who broke the trailer, who dug it all up, and they pay.
No, I don't blame them. The last night was the same thing. Them cops came from Calumet. They wanted to go in there and search it. They had a search warrant. I got a search warrant waiting here. I says, I don't know if I can let you in. Well, if you don't, we'll just smash it again. That's what they gave me for an answer.
You should have let them smash it.
I said, you did enough already down there without doing any more. And the Manitowoc didn't smash it. Well, it could have been, yeah. Could have been. Could have been Manitowoc.
Well, that's very nice of Andy, Becky, and is much appreciated.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so call 179 is at 1:32 p.m. and is only 6 minutes and 25 seconds long.
Hello? Hello? It's Steven.
And it's Dolores again. It is weird that you would answer the phone and no recording kicks in.
Communication Services collect calls from
Yeah, it's me.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Huh? Well, who's there?
Lloyd and Rosie and Grandma.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh. Nothing. Talking to you now.
Oh, geez. No nose?
No.
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 I have some stuff that I got to give to the investigator.
Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can check it out, though.
Mm.
You know,
Oh.
so
Oh.
you can check everything out, even that other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think the other ones did that.
No.
No.
Mm.
No.
You don't know? Mm. So are you down on the trailer already?
Well, yeah, the first time
Oh.
when we went to shut the lights off.
Oh. He hasn't been down there since?
No.
Oh.
No.
I bet you'd have that all done by now.
No.
When you going down?
What was I doing? What'd you tell me?
Look for them pictures.
Oh. Well, I gotta wait until Barbara comes back anyway.
Mm.
She must not come back from town yet. Boy, she was gonna stop here. Who's Barbara's?
That just sucks, Twisted, because they trashed their home. They took things like Dolores in a prior call, there was a quilt they took. Quilts are important to people.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, dark green.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was Brian then.
Yeah.
That's his winter car.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm. When is Barbara going to be back?
I don't know. I thought she'd be back by now.
Mm.
She only went to look at a vehicle for Bobby. Something that starts in the winter.
These people all had a million cars. I realized that they're junk cars, but
I would say
they have so many cars.
What's it about?
I can't say that on this phone.
Why? A little.
Huh?
A little.
A little? How can I say that?
They seen her?
No. No, we gotta check some places though. Yeah.
I agree, Becky. You destroyed his mother's house.
No, he's taking his shoes off.
You took her stuff.
Some mail on the bar too for Rolly. I don't know.
What?
I said there might be some mail on the bar for Rolly too. I don't know.
Oh. Holy hell would I pull that out?
I said on top.
Oh, on top?
Yeah.
Oh. He just can take his license right now. Lloyd, he was with his taxes and so. Is that what you came for? Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to
That what?
address and shit.
I just
I'm not talking about that, Lloyd. You wanted Rolly's mail, his taxes. What?
His tax.
Them ain't here yet, because we
He's
didn't.
not paying it.
No, he's not gonna pay it.
He
He said,
wanted his license, so he get his license on it.
"Oh yeah, oh yeah." I can always. What he Is he coming down soon?
Oh, that's coming down here, until his other case is settled.
When's that?
You don't know,
Oh, Jesus.
because he could have got her out a month ago already, but he's trying to keep. Knows all the Avery, so.
Yeah.
So what if he knows the Averys?
They don't let her out with all of them.
Why?
I don't know why he don't know there, but
That's in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Cause where the hell is that? Oh, Cheetah. Why don't you say it right then? Cause Cheetah home, that's what he said. I think.
Pretty late for an old man like me, beautiful.
Yeah. Well, how about if I call back, say 20 after 2 or 2:30?
Yeah.
Almost bad today.
For what?
Well, you can have that address already.
Oh, yeah.
That's so not right, twisted on so many levels.
If you go down there, look on the bar.
Everything on my side.
Yeah. For what?
He might have some mail up there or something.
He don't need that right now. He just wants his license now, and he wants his taxes. But the taxes didn't come yet.
I'm surprised they don't hear. Come to the end of the year.
Usually, no, next to Christmas, when a couple days before Christmas, we get it all. That's a Christmas present to everybody.
Okay, well, tell Barbara to stay there until 2:30 then.
They were by me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay then. We'll
Okay.
get back later then.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
Moving on to 2:41 p.m., so like an hour later from that call. This one lasts 24 minutes and 14 seconds. And it's still December 10th, 2005.
Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from
Ma, you down there?
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Huh? You down there?
Hello?
No wonder I can't get a hold of you.
I told Chucky not to answer it until I got up there.
Oh.
Yeah. I found a picture with you with the car.
With the truck?
I mean, with the truck. No, with the car.
What car?
Oh, that's his Pontiac. No, they took that cabinet, and I bet those papers were in that cabinet.
They're in a big folder there? A binder?
Is there a big binder here, girl? Binder? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
A binder.
So Dolores is looking for the stuff at Stevens, and Barb is there with her.
No. I can't get half of it. This one doesn't open. It's stuck in something. Okay. I just hit some good tape. I don't know why I can't. I suppose. Hey! What?
If it don't open it.
Oh, it's stuck. It's got too much junk in there, I think. That's the problem.
In which one?
In that top desk door. Oh, there she got him. Oh, that's Sears. Oh, that's for your refrigerator. No, he said a binder or something. Yeah, he opens it like Dad does, I suppose. What's a binder, Barbara?
It's where you like you put photos in and everything.
They can put photos. Look at that. Marriage license. Oh, let me look at here.
Lord Rosie gone?
Huh?
Lord Rosie gone?
What do you thought? Finally left. Quarter after he left. Because not until he's not going to pay his taxes either. Why? Not until they pay for this damage here. Really? That's why he don't want to come down and look at it. Barbara.
No. What is she looking for?
She's cleaning out the dresser drawer.
Why?
Why not? Just let them. I know they said don't touch anything. I can kiss my freaking ass. Yeah, see? See what they can kiss?
Is Brian going to be home and Bobby?
When?
I don't know. They'll switch some TVs.
What, not now?
Well, maybe next weekend or something.
Well, next weekend.
Sorry, Becky. I totally forgot. I had, so this is the bag that's left over from yesterday, and I still have one that's not even opened yet. I love this popcorn so much, especially when you get a good batch like this one that's really cheesy.
There's something in there. Well, I know there is. But that, whatever.
What's so funny?
I Barbara. That's the only thing that would be funny around here.
Oh. Huh?
Oh, would it be by the computer?
What?
The binder?
No.
No, he said.
Mm-mm.
But there isn't no Roy's mail here either. If you said on top of the thing.
Well, then there ain't none.
Hmm. Wait, what's this stuff?
What? Huh? Huh?
Kozorski or whatever his name is.
Oh, that's her lawyer.
Yeah.
What, you cleaning it out?
No.
Oh.
We're taking some.
I told you there's some things in that trailer.
Yeah.
Put everything in there.
No.
Why?
Because that's gone. That's getting. Somebody's taking that.
Twisted, you're always eating such awesome things.
It's going to have to be all cleaned out.
So what am I going to do with all that shit?
We're going to put it in the red building. Yeah.
There's a lot of shit in there.
Well, that lot of shit don't have to go in the red building. Yeah. And I'll set rat poison around all over the place.
Oh.
So nothing gets into
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And in them totes, what's inside them totes?
Is it on?
Is what on? Who are you talking to? Hey?
What?
Who are you talking to?
I guess I'm talking to somebody.
Who?
The officer was in here.
With what?
Oh. What? What else? What? What? Nothing.
Oh, just talking to him?
Yeah.
No. No, there ain't no binder here.
Why? When they taking it up north?
I don't know. But Earl said something's got to be cleaned up. It was probably in there, unless you got it in that other box at home.
What? What?
I won't take a
Phone call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or
recording.
recorded.
You said there was stuff in them dirty books.
Well, there could have been car books too.
Dirty books.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I said, look, but I got that all in that box.
See, you don't even know what you got at home.
Well, I looked through it, but I can't remember what's in it.
Tyler, we're waiting for the state's response.
What are you guys looking for?
And Kathleen Zellner filed, and we're waiting for the state's response. They got an extension. What's the date? Because again, I'm bad with numbers. Sorry, and the only one I can think of right now is February 28th for Melissa.
Well, then they got it.
They must have it.
Marnie's got something like next week, I think. I can't remember what the date is for the state to respond to Stevens. So we have to wait for the state to respond, and then after that, we wait for the court to respond.
I turned it on.
What?
Turned it off.
What?
Kitchen light.
Oh.
I was looking for Rolly's mail.
Oh.
There is nothing up there.
Oh.
I gave him his driver's license. So he was waiting for his
Taxes.
taxes. Yeah, them ain't here yet because ours didn't come yet. And when ours comes, his will come.
Yeah.
I can always send it to him or otherwise. Because he won't come down. That's Floyd would come down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of shit in that goddamn trailer, though.
Well,
Yeah. A lot.
I don't know.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of shit in there.
You know. The only thing that ain't in there is your ice grill.
Where's that?
That's in my basement.
Oh.
Dad says go and get that before they take that. Well, we got no grounds on nothing on the ice grill but stole. They didn't have any grounds for my golf cart either.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Have you got any garbage bags here?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Where?
Twisted, do you remember the date of how long they, because I always get confused too on how long they have. So the state should have, somewhere it's either 30, 60, or 90 days to respond, right? And then the court doesn't have a deadline. They can take as long as they want.
When we're here. But the store door wasn't open either. The furnace door. And that was open now. I pushed the check. How did it shut?
They shut it then.
Huh?
They shut it.
No.
When they got the cabinet?
It was open.
Oh.
Now. I just shut it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wide open it was? No, just that it was unlatched.
Maybe they bumped it.
It wasn't open earlier. Barbara said it wasn't open earlier.
Oh.
No. No.
Oh.
Huh?
Wow.
Stevens, I just picked those up. I want a bag. What the hell am I walking around for?
I'm looking in my Facebook, my news feed, and it's a student stabbed a school resource officer Tuesday morning at a high school in Wisconsin, leading the officer to shoot the student. Yikes.
Huh?
I thought it was in Trevor. Yes. Yes, here. Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did he get it?
The one in Trevor's? He's got to go back Monday.
Oh. What is it? A truck?
It's like a truck and a blazer.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the garbage bag?
God damn, underneath the zinc.
Underneath the sink.
It's in a square box.
It's in a square box.
A big box.
Shit, that's what I forgot.
What?
Garbage bag.
What a pair we make, Twisted.
I want you to write a letter and send them to Steve Glenn
What?
to get me out on bail. They can afford it.
Steve Glenn, if you don't know, was his lawyer that was starting for the wrongful conviction. A lawyer is not going to bail him out. Yay, Becky, eating popcorn. Yeah, they're still looking for papers.
Yeah, each one of your boys can do it. No. No. Maybe that would push him to bail me out.
No.
No.
Why, did you talk to him?
No.
Eliza, we are on call 180. So, and we are on, we're in December 10th.
No. Was it cold in there?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, Twisted twice this week in Wisconsin. I'm on the exec board for Brady United, which is a gun violence prevention organization. So I notice when there's shootings. And I live in this weird world of gun violence prevention, and my partner Jeff is an NRA instructor with his concealed carry, and he teaches concealed carry. So I have a foot in both sides of the gun issue.
No.
Your DNA?
No, that was after that.
You're going to tell me that truck went to Madison?
Call from the county jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Huh? You think your truck went to Madison before that? Bet you it didn't. I mean, her truck. Or whatever thing that is.
Yeah, but it was open.
What was open?
Her truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it was at the lab. They could have put the blood in there then.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but how are you going to prove that?
You can't, I guess.
There you go. It's a light bet. It all depends what the jury's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you get a jury where not one, but two people work for Manitowoc County.
Yeah, I don't know. Huh? No, Bobby say anything about me yet?
No.
No?
No.
He still hates me?
No, I didn't say he hated you.
Well, he said I did it. That's like hate me, ain't it?
Well, I think he changed his mind after he watched that thing on TV.
Well?
Yeah.
Well, ask him.
I'm not home.
I didn't say right now. No. No. What is she doing?
Oh. Mom, hold on a second. My other phone's ringing. Yeah?
Yeah?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm sitting here talking to you now.
Well, what are you doing?
I was just sitting down on the chair.
Oh.
I can't stay in this place too long, though. It's cold in here. I don't know.
You don't know? I told Barbara write some letters.
To who?
To the lawyer.
Oh. Yeah.
And all her kids, too.
Yeah. To which lawyer?
Oh, Jesus Christ. What was I saying before?
I don't know.
To Steve Glenn.
Oh. I ain't got that. I ain't got his address.
I got Steve Glenn's address.
No.
I ain't got the other one.
Oh, that's on the next card. Because I got two cards, but I got his phone number, but not his address. Not for Stephen Glenn.
Oh. I don't know.
That's what Dan said I should do.
Oh, wow, Nana.
I have to get rid of that trailer. Well, they didn't know your stuff was all in it either.
Well, they searched it.
Yeah. What? Oh, they got the door busted.
Who's going to buy it?
Nobody. They're going to give it to him.
Give it to who?
To Bob. He's going to take it up north where his land is.
Oh, why did this give shit away?
I think that's what he said. Just to get rid of it. Oh, it's going to cost him a fortune to take it way up there. It's going way up to, where the heck is it? Next to Michigan?
Oh.
It costs him a little bit to get it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Thank you very much, Twisted. February 11th. Okay, we'll try and remember that. So you have Stephen, February 11th, and Melissa, February 28th. So February, a big month for Kathleen.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
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 And Becky, he wouldn't run. He wouldn't go anywhere. You know, so this is so tough.
Good information. And she's pretty sure of that too. Oh, yes. I don't want to say nothing on here because they said they had different information.
Who does?
The cops said last night. They told Chucky that they got other information. No.
Like what?
I don't know. How am I supposed to know? They ain't going to tell. Unless they're just saying it.
They're just saying that.
I don't know. I know he's a cock Which any was that one? Ugh,
Those fuckers will lie to you, run in front of your face.
I know.
They're assholes.
I know they are, that one.
Yeah, both of them are.
No, the other one was in the house or not. Just that one, I think.
Yeah. They don't give a shit about the truth.
None of them do.
No.
There's how many counties? They're all the same.
Yeah. They're all crooked, dirty.
There's maybe some in them that's good, but the rest are all.
Oh, yeah. It's like the sheriff said, there ain't nobody working there except for two of them.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't give a shit if they're retired. They still got connections.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know either.
I know he sat there so long, and then Lloyd took his boots off, and then they tried to get him to put his boots on.
Becky Stephen is definitely bossy. Absolutely, he is.
What time you be home?
Well, I think in a little while.
I gotta call Debbie.
Who?
Debbie.
Why?
Oh, can I give her that information?
Oh, okay.
I write them letters for the papers.
She first come here.
Oh.
She didn't get by my house yet.
Was she going up there after this?
I think.
Ask her.
Are you going up by me after this? Wait, I gotta have her close her mouth first. What? Oh, I thought you said you can't. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I started my living room and it's still in the middle of the floor. I started it yesterday.
Yeah, I suppose. You got that address out?
Yeah, it's on the table as soon as I get home. Yeah.
Oh, she needs it, she can call you.
Huh?
I said, she needs it, she can call you.
Yeah.
And I'll see if she has, if it costs any money to put that in.
No, I know that guy called me.
Really? I've never thought about it as being like a real thing, but I've told people, I'm like, seriously, numbers. I can't remember numbers. I forget how old I am.
I'm not allowed to do that.
My phone number, everything.
Why can't you take the telephone
So
number?
yeah, it's tough for me to remember.
But he said I can't even do that. He says I can go to jail.
Who said that?
The guy that wrote that.
Oh. So what does it say?
Just about what they could do, what you could do, and they could help you with it, and everything.
They could help me with it.
Yeah. $2,000 a month.
Oh, for them?
Yeah. $3,000 for a retaining fee, and then $2,000 a month, each month.
And they can help me?
Yeah, if you got about maybe 10, 20,000, I bet that would cost. Because it's $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they can help me.
It's good to know, Twisted. Thank you very much.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Why can't you call them up?
Kat, I remember my phone number from when I was little because my mother made it into a song.
One guy can help me.
8323758. That's my phone number, not a date. So that's why I remember that.
You can tell me about more later.
Yeah. But he said I could go to jail for taking it down to old times.
You can't go to jail. How can you go to jail? That means something.
Because I'm doing something that I wasn't authorized to do.
It's on the internet.
That reminds me, it's my mom's birthday. I need to find a meme and post it on her Facebook that I like to make fun of my mother because that's how I am.
Huh? What?
I don't know. That's for the fish tank.
Yeah, you better take some of them.
Oh, I haven't even.
You didn't clean that?
No.
Oh my God.
Well, how am I don't know how to do that. I never had a fish tank that big.
Oh, I told you to get them.
Were they underneath the TV?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the filters then.
the big ones.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
just sing it and then you can remember it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, tell her she can change one of them.
You can change one of them. I got a fish tank that I don't know how to take care of. I always had those little ones,
Yeah.
those little fish tanks. And then my fish croaked anyway within a month. So.
Yeah. Okay, I'll call you later when you're at home.
Yeah, okay, because I'm getting froze.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, next call is not long after he got done with this call, because it is now 3:06 p.m. and this call is 21 minutes and 47 seconds.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect.
Oh my God, is that Hobag?
An inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be
Hello, Marilyn.
and recorded. To accept this call, dial.
No, Miley, I'm not going to call her. I'm going to post something on her Facebook. Oh my God, it is her. It's Abby.
I miss you so much.
I miss you too. So what you doing?
Oh.
Missing you.
Listen to the radio?
Yeah. Well, a CD.
Oh.
A CD.
Oh.
I'm playing love songs and then I miss you.
Oh.
How are you doing in there?
I wish I was out.
I know. I wish you were out too. Pisses me off.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, maybe if I wrote a letter to the judge, but my sister said that wouldn't do no good.
No.
Maz, it's like a set thing for him to talk to Jody is like 6 p.m. She calls Dolores and Steven calls her. So we're only for this day, we're only at 3:06 p.m.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, close to that. It was 190 something
Oh.
for a month,
Oh.
but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'd give $1 million if I had it. And you'd be out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Marilyn, that you came in on the grossness.
what's that?
You could write a letter to the lawyers in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You know?
What's
Just
that?
And I bet you not a single person that he's nagging to make these calls and stuff. I don't think they did any of this. They're just humoring him.
Who can?
His firm.
Yeah, Steve Glenn.
Yeah.
Do you have his address? Or do
Yeah.
I just look it up?
Yeah.
I can look it up.
I got it.
Okay.
Well, you got a pencil?
I gotta get one. I don't got one, but I can get one.
Here's a good one to send my mom. We have the perfect mother and daughter relationship. You're my mother and I'm perfect. I just like to be a pain in the ass to my mother.
More letters he gets, maybe he might do that.
Yeah, okay. His name is Steve Glenn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what's his address?
526
Uh-huh.
East Wisconsin Avenue.
Wisconsin Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the zip code?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53202.
Hello, Jodella.
53202.
Yeah, dash 4503.
4503?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll write him a letter on Monday.
Yeah. Or if you know anybody else, more letters, the better off it is.
Yeah, I called the frickin' governor and he didn't want to do nothing.
Oh, no?
Happy birthday to a much better mother than Casey Anthony. Too soon?
He said, well, I don't know exactly. It wasn't even the governor I talked to. It was the senator and his secretary.
Yeah.
They're just assholes. They seem like they don't even care.
No. Well, what he all say?
He said, well, it's up to him to get himself out. We can't do nothing about it or something like that. I thought, oh, shut up.
It's up to me. If it was up to me, I'd be out.
I know it would. If it was up to me, you'd be out too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I went over by my daughter a while this morning, but I came home so I could get your call.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's snowing out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Shit.
Said we're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches, but I don't know if we're gonna. But it started snowing this afternoon.
Oh,
So, but that's okay because I ain't gonna be traveling today anyways.
yeah.
I know, Jodella. I cringe listening to this. She wants to be gross, and then he keeps wanting money.
You got to, or you already did?
So I got to call her back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No one else you can just know a couple people, or your sisters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more letters, better off it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And then one day I'm gonna call Madison, or not call. Yeah, I gotta call Madison to get the address for the paper.
Yeah.
And put an ad in for you.
Yeah, because once we get money, we can take that money back out of there.
Yeah.
So why should it come out of our pocket?
Pardon?
So why should it come out of our pocket?
That's right. Because you didn't do nothing.
Yeah. I'm still trying to think of ways, but I don't know.
Yeah, I keep trying to think of ways too.
Yeah.
But a person can only think of so much.
Yeah. So you're home by yourself?
No, fucking asshole husband of mine's here, but he's out on the porch or something.
Oh.
I'm in the house by myself.
Oh.
And then my sister, she's outside in the barn. I don't even go in the barn because it bothers me to see my animals gone. So I don't even go in the barn, except for if I have to feed the kitties or something, but my sister does.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I wish I could just come get you out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I'm glad you called.
Yeah. Yeah, a little late, but...
That's okay. It's better than not at all. You're such a nice person that you don't have to be in here.
No.
And then all these asshole crooks run the streets, get away with everything.
Yeah.
It just don't seem fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, maybe next time a person asks you that, when he calls out there, whatever, tell him how much he's supposed to get out by himself.
Uh-huh.
Very true, Miley.
Who's that? Glenn Mills? Or,
yeah, whoever you call.
Oh, that mean that attorney? Or that,
Governor?
The senator?
Yeah.
Senator, it was Senator, I forgot his some name. It's in the phone book. I could look it up again.
Yeah.
I know. So stupid.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But next week, some of the ads should be coming out. And the one that I put in last week.
Yeah.
So, and it'll go into January. It's hard to believe next month is a different year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would have, Nana.
Yeah, I could try some other ones. Maybe not all of them are that way.
No. It only takes one, I guess.
Yeah. I remember once, this has been in the 1990s, my mom, when she was still living, she had to have a heart operation and they didn't have no money. And one of my sister-in-laws called one of the governors and they gave her the money for it. So it seems like they could give you money for this too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, otherwise, just help me get out.
And they'll get their money refunded too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like the girls? Anything?
No. Uh-uh.
Oh.
No.
So yeah, Monday I'll do that then.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you feeling?
Not too bad right now. Kind of lonely.
Yeah, well, I could see that.
Yeah.
I would be too. You're taking it better than I would if I was in there. I thought it'd go mental. So, who's going to come see us tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday.
Well, I guess that guy's supposed to.
Oh, that's right, for the one from Stevens Point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he does. Maybe he can help you.
But see, Ma got a letter, or not Ma, but my brother's wife, the one that hates me.
Yeah?
I guess she must be changing her tunes a little bit. She's on the internet looking.
Looking for what?
Well, there was a thing on a paper in there. Put a guy's name on there.
Gross. I don't want to think about her foreplay, Marilyn.
$1,000 a month for him.
Yeah?
But I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe you'll find out. I don't know.
We'll have to check it in on more.
Yeah. Your mom's supposed to go to your house today. I don't know what she's going to do over there.
Yeah, she was over there already.
Oh,
I talked to her from over there.
Oh,
That's why I called.
Oh, okay.
I knew they were going there. And I said, well, let me try it. You know, my sister answered.
Oh, yeah.
I guess the detectives were over there.
Today?
Last night.
Which one?
The ones where did the searching.
Was it Calumet or Manitowoc County?
Calumet.
Oh,
And they found a tall one.
Were they talking to your mom?
Yeah, and they said, we need the key to get in or we're going to bust the door down again.
Oh,
they had to get that cabinet where the key was. Or it was laying on the floor. I don't know.
Oh,
Don't ask me.
Yeah. So they can plant some more stuff on it? Stupid fools.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let them screw up themselves a little bit more.
Yes. In a way, it's good because they keep all this on camera, and then they can go back and have proof what people said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know.
Well,
the investigator should be coming Monday. So he can look at that letter too and everything else.
Why are you guys begging me to go back outside?
They can look at what?
That letter with my God.
Okay.
We can go from there.
Yeah.
If I have to sell my truck, I don't want to.
You buy one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we can go for rides and if you sell it.
We'll use my blazer, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What? So, your granddad if you ever get it back.
Yeah. Yeah, I should get it back.
Well, I don't care what we write in, as long as you're out.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So, looks like it stopped snowing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stopped snowing now. It didn't snow very much.
Yeah.
These calls are hard to listen to, not just because whenever they do get into some kind of flirting talk, that's just creepy, but it's like they don't really want to talk to each other. I don't know. It's just really weird. Awkward. Awkward.
Yeah. Because you don't get me on the Saturday.
No. I don't know.
When do you think you're going to get out, you say? In February?
I don't know.
Or maybe before that, but I mean, if you have to go to trial. Maybe they'll settle without a trial.
I don't see why they ain't going to settle out of it. When if they dismiss it. If they dismiss it.
Oh.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess they got a lot of evidence. You know, my mom does. So the investigators might check into some of that.
So maybe you can get out even next month or this month?
Yeah. Yeah, you never know what they all come up with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, there's something come up. I'm still hoping and praying you get out before Christmas.
you know.
That would be the best thing ever.
Yeah, I think if I got everybody at home gonna write some letters to the attorney. Well, he's the only one who can afford that, you know.
Okay.
Between him and his partner, you know, Walter Kelly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope something happens pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I figured they get a lot of letters. I think they might sit down and talk about it and get me out,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. Yeah.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
If you're thinking something you want me to do for you, I will.
Yeah.
Like if you're thinking something I can do to help get you out.
Yeah.
Some Avery penicillin.
I want you out, and I know you want out, and a lot of people want you out.
Yeah.
So I just don't see how you can be in there. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, too bad we couldn't put it in the paper. Make the lawyers pay for my bail.
I know they should.
Yeah, you can't though.
I know. So I'm still praying that some miracle will happen of some kind.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. All I can do is make phone calls. I don't know calling who. I don't know about calling who. Somebody's got some porn or whatever. I don't know. So,
Yeah. So, it's also quiet this weekend.
you know,
Yeah. Quite a lot lately.
yeah, here too.
Yeah. So, and now that I don't have my cows to take care of no more, it's even more quiet. Because they're gone.
Yeah.
Seems like everything in my
I
life
used
is
to be a
changing. My
teacher's
cows got
aide,
sick.
so please and thank you are the words we say when we get together every day.
This seems like my life.
See, everything's got to be a song with me.
Yeah.
It changed drastically.
Yeah.
Not for the better either.
No, for the worse.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get better.
I know. If you can get out, that would be a great big improvement right there.
Yeah, and I wonder if she still has those same cows. What's a cow's lifespan? You know, because she's still with her husband. So does she still have these cows she's always, you know, teasing Stephen with that she's going to sell these cows and get all this money?
They're assholes. They don't even care. Even if you try to be good to them, they still don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I can't figure that out.
No, neither.
Huh?
Unless they know something,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish you could go to court before next month. Maybe that would even help.
Yeah.
You were supposed to get your bail lowered, and then it took so long they didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they had planned though.
Yeah.
But you never know, the judge might not do that anyway.
Yeah. Well, he said it was a pretty good job the last time, so maybe, you know, I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
Yeah, and she had said something about selling one to her daughter.
Stay up most of the night.
yeah.
Except for in the morning time.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I know. It made a night to stay long, too, and things like this forever.
Yeah.
The night. Probably worse for you, though.
Yeah.
I know. I'm so happy when you get out.
Yeah, me too.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
I love you more than anyone in the whole world.
Oh my God.
Well, I hope when that guy comes tomorrow to visit you.
She really isn't getting the response, though, from Stephen. You can clearly tell from Stephen's side, he's just, she said it, so he said it. This girl is off her rocker.
I think he's gonna come by himself, I think. I don't know. Because he's gotta borrow somebody's car.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So I got the heater early. truck fixed today because it wasn't working. The heating element went out or something because it wasn't blowing very warm air.
Yeah.
And my son-in-law, he fixed it for me because if my husband had to do it, we wouldn't have never done. I would have froze first. He never does stuff for me. It's my son-in-law, he does a lot of that stuff for me because if he didn't do it, it probably wouldn't get done.
Yeah.
So, because it was, I don't know.
Right? Your kid should always be your number one.
The thermostat must have been going on or something because it was blowing the cool air.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so he went to Fleet Farm and got a thermometer for it and changed it. Now it seems to be working.
Oh, that's because you need heat.
Huh?
I said you need heat.
Yeah. Yes, especially when they come all that way.
Right, Heather? I love you too. So about those letters. Yeah, exactly.
And I'd have to dress warm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I'd go
Show me the money.
3:30 or something.
Okay. And then tomorrow I'll see if at our church, I'll see if we can set something up to raise some money for you.
Yeah.
I'll ask the pastor there tomorrow if we can do something like that and see what he says.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell him also to pray for you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And maybe I'll give you a call, call tomorrow night.
You're going to call tomorrow night?
You want me to call tomorrow night?
Yes.
Or Monday?
No. That's too long.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
Okay.
One day seems like forever. If you skip the night, I'd die for sure.
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call will be monitored or recorded.
Tomorrow night.
Okay. What time tomorrow night?
I don't know. 4 o'clock?
Okay. At 4 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I hope everything goes good when you call your mom.
Yeah, me too.
So, I love you.
I love you too.
I hope everything's going to be okay for you.
Yeah, I think so. It'll get better, I think.
Okay. I'll let you go then.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow night then.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
It even sounded like right there, she's trying to sound like she's going to cry and that she's not. She's weird. I hope she's been medicated since then. Seriously. All right. So the next call, 182, is at 3:28 p.m. It is 16 minutes and 9 seconds long. You can find them on the Foul Play channel on YouTube, and they were FOIA'd by Kabloom Blam Zoom in Rookie 1082.
Hello?
And it's Dolores.
The Public Communication Services collect call from
Steve.
an inmate at the Calumet.
How many? It's so funny too. Steve. Those recordings are always so funny. When he would call me, it would be Steve and Avery.
What?
What?
Huh.
She was talking at the same time. I forgot to push the button.
Oh, I just got off the phone with Debbie.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you got your telephone bill from down there.
How much?
$375.
How much?
$375. No, that's just funny. She's acting stupid. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it was, but you had money, you had credit on that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got 90, but no. What? $95 credit yet. Total due. It's a minus though on it. That's a credit. What, that means credit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus what? I mean,
95 something, I think. 95.20. But those other calls that you got on there now will cost that. So next month it might be
even. Well, you figure I'm gonna be calling
So
right now.
his phone bill was $400.
We went to November 22nd. How many times you called there?
Barb the liars there. Yep.
No.
But this is before Brendan is suspected of anything.
My bill's gonna be?
How high?
Are they shutting me phone off?
No.
No, he said no. Now put that all back in. Yeah, right. No. Put this what her name is gonna lie as well. Don't do it then.
Wow.
What's my name? Her name is right on the paper there. Oh, she's stupid.
Hey,
What?
you can call Chris. She can write some letters to my attorney too.
Yeah, Barbara's always so quick to yell at her mother.
And put both names on it. And they can pay half. One can pay $250,000. Another one can pay $250,000. Yvonne can
Yvonne can what?
write a letter.
Oh, I thought you said pay.
No.
Who?
What? What?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess we'll have to see as we continue with these calls since there's so many of them. But it's like, oh my God, does he really talk to Dolores this much for how many months until he goes to prison? Wow, that's a lot of freaking money.
Chuck, you looking at your car?
No. He's fixing Stacy's. It's been in there for weeks already.
Oh, that ain't gonna take that long.
Oh, he must have it almost done because he was torching on it. I don't know what he's doing, cutting the fenders off.
Yeah. Hey, why can't you call some churches?
Oh, forget it even.
Why?
Don't expect that to pay.
Huh?
Don't expect them to pay.
Why?
Because you got to pay them.
Yeah,
You
but
can't even go to church unless you pay.
yeah, but you might be able to start up a fund.
No.
Yeah.
You think so, Barbara? Start a fund up in the church? Hell no.
Well, she's gonna try it.
Who is?
Debbie.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe up that way you could, but not around here. They want money. To come to church one day, you got to pay.
Yeah,
That's
but
why nobody's sending their kids to them. Otherwise, they would.
yeah.
But you're going to pay them. Let them go there.
Yeah, but a lot of people go to church though.
Well, yeah, a lot of
Yeah, she did, told him to play solitaire or because
$500 a kid.
Dolores doesn't want to be on the phone all this time.
Around here, you get that. Maybe in your bigger towns, maybe.
I tease my mom and I've got vulgar language and everything, but I never yell at my mother. I don't talk to her like that at all. I'll roll my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick on the Catholics then.
Well, yeah.
Or the Gooks.
Well, who cares? Pick on them all.
Pick on them.
No, Denmark.
There's only one church down there.
Yeah.
Denmark. They went on that side street.
There's Green Bay. There's Kiwani.
What? What'd you say?
I said there's Green Bay, Kiwani, Two Rivers, Manitowoc, Sheboygan.
Francis Crick.
Yeah.
I've always told all the ones that I talk to that are in prison that, I will, if at all possible, I will take their call. But I don't get calls every day. Stephen would call me like every other month, one time every other month. I don't get calls like that at all.
Yeah.
That money will be gone. But she's the one that said she's going to get you out by Christmas.
She's trying.
Yeah.
Well, you only can do so much. She even called the governor.
Yeah, that took that off your name. You mean,
No, she talked to the governor to get me out.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who the heck since when would the governor talk to her?
Well, his staff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
No, he can get himself out.
Oh, is that what they said?
Yeah.
They don't do that. That Doyle, he took your name off. No,
From the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I wonder what it's called.
just the bill, maybe. Who knows? I don't know how he can do that.
Yeah.
The governor.
I don't give a shit who he is.
It's still the bill. I still ain't guilty.
It was made out to be the Avery bill.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you get out, then maybe they'll put it back on there. I don't know.
Yeah, because I saw it.
You know, we got a thing from, read that to Stephen.
Who's it from?
I don't even know what the hell it's for. That letter that Jim wrote to Peggy.
Oh.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, hurry up.
I have been asked to respond to your letter of November 18, 2005, complaining about items allegedly sized pursued to a search warrant. If you are seeking to return the property sized with or without a search warrant, you may apply for the return of such property. Section 96820 of the Wisconsin status
Yeah.
or statutes.
Yeah.
I am generally familiar with the matter for which the searches were conducted. Your letter does not provide facts indicating any illegal activity by any public offense.
Yeah, Maz.
Therefore, your
It's clear he's just leading her on. That he really doesn't have any intention of having a relationship with her. I'm just curious to see how long this lasts. We'll see from the calls, and I haven't read ahead, so I don't know, but eventually it's going to show that she really hasn't done any of the things that she's saying, and so I'm curious to see how this romance ends.
Yeah. Yeah. And put with the firms in there. With Steve's firm and with Walter Kelly.
yeah.
You tell them maybe put in $250,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Frank again.
How much mail she get today?
I don't know.
Put her on.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much mail you get today?
How much mail?
Yeah.
I got some from the Herald.
Yeah.
Some more stuff. A bankruptcy or something or other about somebody.
Yeah.
That's all I got, didn't I, Barbara? On your telephone bill.
Yeah.
Cheryl's telephone bill. On Department of Justice, that's what you call it.
Yeah.
I got my diabetic.
I can't. The financial situation I'm at right now, I can't pay $400 a month in calls. No, can't do it.
Well, I just hit myself a little bit. Took the whole scab off, the whole skin off.
But if it's my son, yes.
Yeah. Her blood found out throughout the property? Right. That's what it says here.
On what?
On a paper that somebody gave me today. Metro paper. Where's that paper from? Milwaukee. Oh, Milwaukee Journal. Almost blood found throughout the property. Friends and family calling Hallbuck quick sense of humor. Her love of travel, her ease with which she met people, and her guilty pleasure. Then one of them cops killed her. If she's dead. Yeah.
Well, how can her blood be scattered all over?
Nobody's supposed to know.
Huh?
I haven't the slightest. Work to piece together a gruesome crime. Teeth and shattered bones. Wasn't she doctoring?
I don't know.
I thought she was.
Within 5 years, they ran some tests or something.
Yeah. Okay, they could get her blood from there and throw it all over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't hard to get blood.
Well, no.
No.
I get it every morning when I pick my finger.
No.
And if I pick myself with a pin, like the other night I was sewing Dad's pants, I picked my fingers how many times?
Well, see if you get your letters done today or tomorrow. See if that guy will come.
No. What letters? No, one to the
The attorney.
Oh, to the attorney.
Yeah, and to newspaper.
And to a newspaper.
Yeah. And see how far you get. Call Yvonne to do one.
Yeah, it says that she's currently married and she got married in 1990 something, I believe is what it says.
What to do?
You figure it out.
So it's not like it's a new husband.
I'm a plain stupid. I can't figure nothing out.
Well, get a hold of Harlan's wife and Yvonne. Maybe they can figure something out first. I don't know.
To write to the lawyer that you're innocent.
Oh, for bail.
Oh, for bail.
For bail, for lawyer.
Oh.
Put Barbara on so I can know.
Yeah.
So she knows where she stands.
Here. Yeah.
Now everybody can write a letter to the lawyer.
So I could see the family members getting tired of this, because this is 1, 2, 3, the fourth time he's talked to Dolores this day alone. And it's the same thing every call.
And then you have to write up for something for the paper.
Call this person, call it, same people for my bail. I get it. He doesn't want to be there, but there's nothing people can do. Lawyers are not going to bail you out. But maybe that's the low IQ thing with Stephen, that he's just not understanding. Those people aren't going to give up that money. And then when he's talking about, aunts and uncles and such, if they were going to give you that kind of money, it would have been done already. So talking about it 8 times a day, every day, all he's doing right now is aggravating the shit out of his family.
Blame this to her. That's what Mom just said.
Yeah, why can't you? Dad pays her full bill anyway.
Huh?
Yeah. Huh?
She paid up, I guess. Dad paid him.
Yeah.
But it was only one bill. He needs to sell it to her.
Yeah. Well, you can talk to Chris too.
Ah! Shut up, Barbara.
Yeah. Okay, figure that out. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. You have to go see about that guy too with that thing for the snowmobile.
Yeah. You got Arlen's number. You might be home.
You can do that. You can talk to her. Yeah. I think more letters to the lawyer might make bail. I don't know. You see about Herald Times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see how much that's going to cost. She paid almost $200 for a month.
Well, that's true, Twisted, because he would tell me, like, for the salvage yard, nothing's going to get done unless he wrote his brothers to do it. So there is something what you're saying there. I don't know anything about Debbie's husband other than the things that she's saying, and you can't take that as fact.
No.
And see how much you get done.
Yeah, Heather, he, and that's why I know people don't like it when I say his family doesn't like him, but his family doesn't like him, and you can kind of see on some of those things on why they wouldn't like him, because that's how he treats his family. We're going into call number 183. It's 3:46 p.m. This call's only 4 minutes and 53 seconds. Yeah, Miley, he is, because he's just laser focused on, I want out. So I don't blame him for wanting to be free. But also he doesn't see, he just doesn't understand that lawyers can't pay his bail.
Yeah. What you doing? Not watching think Chris can write up some letters?
Well, I'm sure she could.
For legal fees for the paper?
Sure.
All right, so this will be his Uncle Arlen that he's calling.
I was supposed to call her, but I figured I might as well call her first.
Sure, I think she will. She's shopping right now, man. Do you know what you want in this?
I don't know, something to do with legal fees for a fund. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have your mother. I'll call your mother later on this afternoon when Chris gets home.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's it going otherwise?
Boring?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
They're not telling you nothing, huh?
No.
I think this is the way Stephen has always been.
They did?
Yeah.
Um,
Another warrant for it.
so another thing people don't like when I say, but I don't think Stephen's
I suppose you're trying to figure out
been very likable because of he's very bossy. So like Barb's sons, he's always harping on those boys that they should be doing this and not doing that and blah 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 blah. So the boys don't like him because he's always bitching about him. You know, it's just the way Stephen is.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, I think get the golf cart back yet.
No, on my car.
I don't know if Debbie's husband's a cop. Lynn's husband is a cop.
Yeah, but that's all I'll do.
Yeah.
But I suppose it all depends if I beat this or not.
Yeah.
What if I don't beat it?
Yes, Twisted. Things that Stephen would say to me is they're free and I'm not, because his family would ask him for money.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, like Carla asked him for money for she needed tires, and he's like, get a job. And she's like, I have a job. And well, then get another. You're free. So Stephen is just one of those people that's driven and works. And, you know, my partner, Jeff, he's like that. He doesn't want to sit still. He's got 2 businesses and he's always, you know, so when he's here, he's always working and doing stuff because he can't sit still. I'm the opposite. I'm a lazy slob. I don't want to do anything. I'll sit on the TV, watch my stories and eat my bonbons. I'm lazy AF.
Her vehicle and the key.
Yeah.
Or plus maybe her bones, whatever they said. You know. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give George a call later.
Yeah.
Find out what she actually wants.
Hello, Ruth. And yeah, plenty of people think Debbie was a plant.
She could take that down and see if they would put it in.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would or not.
I guess not.
I wonder why.
Nope, she still has that mullet, at least on her Facebook she
I
does.
guess they called that guy whose name was on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know, Candy must have found it on the internet, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So she must be changing her tune?
I got no idea. I haven't talked to her.
Huh?
I haven't talked to her. I don't know.
Mm. Well, maybe she'll come to her sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let you go then.
Absolutely twisted. Yeah. You know, his whole life has been stolen from him. I would be angry at the world. Next call, number 184. This is at 3:51 p.m. So right when he hung up with Arland. This call is only 15 minutes and 55 seconds. You can get all these calls on the Foul Play channel on YouTube. And it is Kaboom Blam Zoom and Rookie 1082 that FOIA'd them.
The use of three-way or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, Carol, that's what people think, that Debbie's a plant to just get whatever information she can out of him. And yeah, Marilyn, there's not much that you can see on her page unless you're friends with her.
I see. Yeah. Well, as long as I found out Dad was going to pay them bills.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
The phone bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Grandma's been paying hers.
Huh?
Look, this is Carla. I so loathe Carla.
Oh, no, doesn't have to.
He paid Ireland already.
Ireland?
Yeah.
For those that don't know who Carla Chase is, she is Stephen's niece, Chuck Avery's daughter, and an evil twat.
Which is that, unless it's a whole separate bill,
I don't know.
because it didn't come on the.
We could get that lucky.
No. Well, it'll be coming. Just give it time.
No.
Why, you like to think about that, or what?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him for a while, too.
Stacy is Carla's husband, and I really like Stacy. Stacy's a nice guy. He's just married to the devil.
Last Friday, Sunday.
Yeah, I heard. I got Barbara and Ma. They're going to write some letters, put in the paper for a fun.
Carla, the evil twat waffle. There you go, Kat. And most of the family doesn't like Carla. Barb doesn't. Dolores doesn't. My first time ever to the salvage yard, and I was meeting up with Carla. Carla wasn't allowed on the party, so she had to sneak on. So, evil twat waffle.
I don't know. I talked to Grandma once last week, I think.
Huh?
I talked to Grandma once or twice last week, and she said she's been getting like 20 here, 50 here.
Little, not much.
Yeah.
Well, every little bit helps,
Yeah. It's a bad time, too, because it's all.
Yeah, it's Christmas and that.
Mm-hmm.
And taxes. Yeah. This is I've done talking to Ireland. Yeah. So, I don't, not too much. Yeah, he's told him now.
Yeah, it was a bummer to find, see the real Carla, and Jeff and Stacy still texted for a while after that, because Stacy and Jeff got along really well, and it's something that bothered Jeff too, that now him and Stacy can't hang out because of Carla.
But if I figure more letters go to my attorneys from Milwaukee, each firm could put up $250,000. Steve Glenn and Walter Kelly.
Anybody talk to them about that?
No. I got everybody writing letters to them. Yeah, so maybe that would help, if he gets quite a few letters. They'll call him and ask him. So I don't know. Steve don't get back till Monday, so I told Barbara to write some, and all their kids.
No, her kids are too busy.
Well, Barbara can do it. No.
No, she called me yesterday, I think it was, and she wanted to know if Bobby could come out here and hunt. I said, sure, no problem.
Nana, that's what Carla will tell you she did.
He didn't show up.
He's got problems with his vehicle, too.
She just shows this facade. Oh, she made it so special for Ma and Pa. Does Dolores look like somebody, after listening to these calls, that she wants the productions that Carla puts on? She doesn't want that. And why, with everything that Dolores has been going through, that they're now getting her equipment so she can go to the bathroom, with handrails and all that such. Why don't you just do that for her? Why do you have to take stuff from supporter saying it's Christmas gifts? Yeah, and as Heather is saying, Kayla said it was all a fraud. Dolores didn't get most of that stuff.
I'll let her help, but
Yeah.
I would forgive her.
No, there ain't no way I would. Help, play nice. And then I got nothing to say to her. Because she hurt everybody.
I think you don't, Miley, you don't want to say that to Steven, because he's in jail, so you don't want to, so you just placate him, I guess.
No.
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
So maybe Mara and Barbara call you. I don't know.
So what?
I don't know. Maybe write a letter to a lawyer. Or anything else,
The only people I know is from everybody else there at the yard.
Well, you got Stacy's mom too.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I wouldn't even want to get her involved. Ooh, she would hit me. Yeah. I wouldn't even want to read the letter if she was write one.
Yeah. Yeah, this Debbie up here. She's doing pretty much.
Yeah. I know I was going to come with Grandma last weekend. Up by you.
Yeah.
So she said that lady was going over by you.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Stacy?
Oh, I think the thyroid.
Oh, see, Chucky's working on his car.
Oh, Stacy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's only been sitting there 2 weeks.
I guess he's got to get Mom's car in there. Yeah.
See anything?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's the one that said he was going to do it.
Huh?
I said, my dad's the one that said he'd do it. So he told us to bring it over. And
yeah. Yeah, I suppose. I was calling for a couple of minutes.
so, I haven't gotten a phone bill yet. I don't expect Grandpa to pay for it.
Yeah, I guess he will. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, she will do it again for sure, Nana. So the thing that I always say on that, if you want to help Dolores, okay? If you want to help Dolores, just give the money, send it to Kathleen Zellner with a note saying this is to go to Dolores. Kathleen will make sure it goes there. You can't trust anybody in that family to make sure something's going to go for Dolores. Even if you're to send her an item, they're there showing up, taking stuff. Somebody stole money out of her house. So, and it was a family member that did it. So, no.
Work 10, 20, 30 hours, get paid for 90.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. So they shut down the plant, and then you have voluntary sign-up if wanted.
That makes sense, huh?
Mm-hmm. Of course, we get they shut down the whole week.
Yeah.
The whole week we get paid for holiday.
Yep, Twisted. It's, y'all are listening to the calls with Dolores. Like I said, so you really think she wants to go to Carla's house and be filmed? She doesn't want to be filmed. They're doing that because they know that supporters really care about Dolores. So you need her so you can profit off of it.
I'll find out tomorrow.
I don't know, that's hard to say. It depends on probably the church itself.
Yeah. But I told Mom and Barbara to call some and see if they would. Well, you never know if you don't ask.
And that's one thing I'll say about Carla is a lot of these people have that low IQ in the family. Carla does not. Carla is not stupid. So I guess that's a compliment I give her, that she's not stupid. But she also uses that to take advantage of the family.
You don't get there mentally.
Yeah, they were out last night to get that cabinet where the key was.
What, huh?
The detectives.
Yeah.
They had a warrant.
Oh, they went back and got it?
Yeah. You
With all
know?
the paperwork and everything in it?
All there was books in it and everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly, Kat.
I'm trying to think how that key got on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what else they got?
Nothing. You said the vehicle down there.
The vehicle, my blood, and the key.
Yeah, and fragments of bones.
Yeah.
They said 7 out of 14.
Is everyone still sane? Well, depends who you ask.
I don't know.
That's only half.
Yeah, I don't know. But even when I had a fire, 4 tires ain't gonna burn a body.
No.
You know. It's ridiculous there.
Yeah, the way she manipulates is she'll say she didn't do it, the other people did, and she can't control them. Why do you surround yourself with those kinds of people?
You could have crushed a vehicle.
You know? Could have burnt it and crushed it.
Well, you could have crushed it, stuck it in between the pile, and nobody would have even saw it.
No. No. Yeah, I could have hit that thing. I don't know if I would have asked questions. If I would have took the loader and boom, boom, boom.
Do you hear that they got the skidster back?
Yeah. 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 That's why I didn't want to hear this bail either.
Why's that?
Because they don't want me out.
No. They're going to try postponing that.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
They shouldn't. They should sneak it in there. You know.
Yeah, you know, darn right they're going to try it. Well, they tried and they did.
Yeah.
You had to be out of there by 5, blah, blah, blah. The public defenders, I do have to give them a little credit there. Because they actually did get some of that out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the skinny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is he training or is he
No.
originally from Milwaukee and he's just down here to help?
Well, he's from Milwaukee, but I don't. He's helping on the case. So if this is a setup, that I ain't going to go to prison, and he's there to make sure of that. I guess. So I don't know. But I'm going to talk to him and see if he can put in for a bail. You know, now, and get it in now, before Christmas maybe. That's all you need is the bail for a month.
Yeah.
Put a property bond, $500,000. You know, I think with the salvage and everything else, I think we'll be able to make it.
Yeah, I put my house too, but I don't think Stacy will allow that.
Yeah, but it ain't paid off.
Mhm.
You know, it's got to be paid off. You know, well, Rolly would help too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Ireland too. Their place must be paid off, so. You know. Yeah, I suppose. So I guess I can talk to you later.
Okay.
You know, when I got some better news or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we'll be home all weekend.
Yeah.
Next weekend I might work
Well,
Friday and Sunday, I'm not sure.
yeah.
I'm usually home on Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then. I guess I'll talk to you later then.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay then.
Okay,
Okay, bye.
nice.
All right. Call 185 408 p.m. It's only 7 minutes and 36 seconds. Yep. I was playing tug of war with that's Mallory. The big dog is Mallory.
Communication Services collect calls from
That's me again.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail.
So he has talked to Dolores 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times today.
Dial 5 now.
What were you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I was in the other room.
Mm.
I called Chris, but she's not home.
I know, I talked to Harlan.
You know, did you tell him something about it?
You know?
Oh, I didn't know.
You know? I just got off the phone with Carla.
Oh, well,
You know?
was she gonna do something?
If you need help.
So he's talked to Dolores over an hour today
She knows I need help.
in these
If you have to
various
call her,
calls.
she said.
I need a lot of help.
Huh?
I need a lot of help
Me too.
with my brain.
Oh. Where's Barbara?
She went home.
Went home.
Yeah. She said, I gotta go to work. I gotta get something done.
Is she write the letters?
Yeah, okay then, I said. No.
Oh.
I was just gonna call Yvonne. I was gonna go in the back room though and get something. Then I was gonna call Yvonne.
So he talked to Dolores
What's that?
a half hour ago when Barb was there, and he's like, did she write those letters? It's like, no, they didn't. It's so hard.
Yeah?
We're gonna call him.
Yeah.
And I want his number too. I'm gonna call him too. I'm gonna see why we can't put another bail hearing for property bond and everything.
Mm. Yeah.
Now,
Well, Dad would have to talk to him. I can't.
Tina, it's just crazy.
well, you could call him for me. So
I would never, no matter how bored I was, I wouldn't put this on
Yeah.
anybody,
He has to call there.
family or friends, to talk to me all day like this.
How else would you do that?
You can,
Oh, I call him and tell him to accept your call.
hey. But you can tell him about it.
Yeah.
You know. I hope Barbara does these letters.
I don't know. I might will talk to a post when I talk to her.
Well, now let's call Carla, and she can do them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she knows what to do now. You told her what you wanted done.
Barb's never going to write these letters. I wouldn't write the letters.
Well, I'll see if I can get
Well, I thought Barbara was going to do the fucking shit.
Uh-oh, he's swearing now.
I wouldn't want to do that piss on her.
I don't know. I found out who took the mailbox. I mean, this,
Yeah,
last night.
you told me that. Bobby did.
Bobby did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't say nothing.
No.
So I said something.
Yeah.
Because the road said a vehicle must have came through it because the tracks were there.
Yeah.
They go wherever they please, though. We got goddamn four-wheeler too, right over the lawn, wherever they want to go.
Yeah.
They made circles around Rolly's house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I said, you better not hit that that swimming pool.
No, because then if they hit it, they bought it.
Yeah. This way, if it just sits there, it'll be maybe fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder how much money they make off of all these phone calls. You know, so keeping him in isolation, cha-ching.
Then I was going to ask him what you wanted, what you said to him. And then I forgot about it. I forget, whatever. Yeah.
But then call.
He said Chris maybe won't be home until 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
He's shopping.
Yeah. But then call Carla and see if you can make an appointment for tomorrow to write them letters
You know?
by you.
No.
In case that guy comes out tomorrow.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll see if we can get some bail in again.
No.
Yeah.
I know Dad called me in between.
Uh-huh. What's he doing?
They were just going to, he was going to.
True, Maz. Yeah. The more he talks, the more opportunity there is for him to say something that they can use against him. Just it's never happened. Ever.
Wherever it goes, I don't know if they.
Listen to all these calls. There's never been anything remotely to say he is guilty.
No.
Okay, we'll see if he can call you down and everything else.
I was just gonna call Yvonne.
Yeah, maybe she'll come out.
Back in here.
Maybe she'll come out tomorrow.
I don't know. I don't know about tomorrow. Monday, maybe. No, I'd sooner go down by her.
Well, I'd rather have the letters out for the lawyer.
Yeah. My house, you should see what it looks like. It looks like some pigs were in here. But the living room is all tore apart. There ain't even no living room. And I started that Friday already.
Mm.
That's as far as it is.
No.
There ain't even a chair to sit on.
Mm. I don't know. No.
Well, and she didn't put that filter in there either.
Mm.
I'll have to call her back later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan was supposed to do some work down there. He's sitting on it. I said, give him that goddamn toy again.
Yeah.
I want to find out what he got for his birthday. I have a hunch he got something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't do nothing. I said that one day, this morning, I said to her, I said, that day when you told Brendan to go and feed that dog, did he go and feed him?
Did she get my food from him too?
From who?
Or where the dog was? Candy's sister.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Huh? Yeah, the food came home with a container.
Oh.
Yeah. And she just bought another bag. Give her $6 for Target.
Yeah, they're only about between 10 and 14.
12 something, I think she
12?
said. You know.
And I might as well put the dog up by you.
Yeah, I think maybe it would be better in the first place. Bring him up where he was before.
Yeah.
There ain't no burning barrel there no more.
No.
I don't want it back either. They can have the burning barrel.
Yep, still here, Natasha. We're almost done for the day.
Okay. See what you can do then.
But yeah, Dolores can't get anything done for herself personally because he's just always calling. We're going in to call 186. This was made at 5:45 p.m. It's only 4 minutes and 22 seconds long.
Hello?
Oh, and it's Dolores again.
Communication Services collects
So he's calling her an hour and a half later.
An inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hi. We're expecting some people
Well,
in 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
oh
Yeah.
Who?
Gerald.
Oh
Yeah. He called here before when Chucky was here.
Oh.
You know, and Chucky and Barbara are going to be over here. I called Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said, Chucky said you're supposed to be over here at quarter to 6. So she should be coming pretty soon.
What time is it?
Huh?
What time is it?
Quarter to 6.
Huh?
Oh, no, quarter to 6, I guess.
No, Charlie hasn't been back.
Yeah, but they should
I
be
don't know if
coming.
he's still here, just
Because they were at
watching.
41, they were coming out
Oh,
at
and they
5.
put me on the guilty page. Shocker.
Oh.
Gerald is that guy from Stevens Point who Steven thinks he's going to get money out of.
Well, how am I supposed to know? I don't know. I don't know what he's going to talk about.
Oh.
I haven't the slightest.
We're going to get a hold of the, I went to the library in Madison.
Huh? When?
That time I go.
Yeah.
I think we're going to call them. They got some people there who,
Yeah, but Tina, like my son, he wouldn't impose like this. He just wouldn't do it.
Don't even ask what's down there.
I would probably have to be nagging my son to go, you can call me when you want. And, so my son's the one that, like, when he got into Columbia, Chicago, Columbia, and his father and I are like, oh, you should stay in a dorm and get the whole college experience. And he's like, why would I do that? It's just a train ride away. That's a waste of money.
In that little thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Now, what about it?
We're going to call them.
You know,
That's interesting, Julie, that Gerald is Amish with, so how does he really know about this case or anything? I mean, I guess newspaper?
I thought they had turned already, but they didn't.
Oh,
It was Bobby that turned before. I said, here he comes. No, that's Bobby, she said.
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I just thought of that. They would help.
yeah?
Yeah.
With what?
Well, they're a group and they get word out.
About donations or what?
Well, donations, I don't know, they just get the word out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they probably have more connections and,
Well, yeah, I would say they would.
yeah, because they got the internet and everything else.
Yeah.
You know. Well, not else, I'll call you back about 6:30.
What's it? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be coming anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Chucky said 1:45, but that might take them a little bit yet.
You know.
If they don't know where they're going.
You can tell me on the list.
Oh, I will. So I don't know. There must be another guy with them. I bet with a car. Maybe they're going to stay in a motel tonight. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay then.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
All right. So 15 minutes later, we are at call 187, 6 p.m. This call only lasts 1 minute and 25 seconds.
Hello?
And it's Dolores.
Public Communication Services collect call from an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hey.
Huh?
Did Judy call?
No?
Oh.
I think they got lost. So they'll be calling me back because they were down in the hills already. They should have been here already.
Well, if they were on 41.
They were down in the hills.
Tough love is hard, Julie, but sometimes it's necessary. Hello, Hazel.
Oh. Hello? Should I tell her to call at 7?
Yeah.
Hang on once, Jody. Can you call at 7? Yeah, because these people are coming down. Yeah, to talk to us. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, bye. Hey,
What?
get your phone number.
I will. I heard you the first time.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Butterflies. Call 188 at 6:55 p.m.
Hello?
Call is 18 minutes and 55 seconds long.
Services collect call from
That's me.
Yeah, I know.
And it's to Dolores again.
Or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
What?
Yeah?
Huh?
So, Gerald, sure, you want to talk to him a minute?
Well, does he have good news?
Well, I don't know. Hang on.
Yeah, this is Gary.
Yeah, hello there.
Hey, I'm working hard on it every day. You got the one that I sent you on that bankruptcy court one? Did that come in the mail to you yet?
I'm not have to relook.
That's all right. I proved that a loan existed with nothing in writing. That was a cash loan.
Yeah.
And what we need to do is focus on getting that Brian D. Gain murder, that one up on the Portage Marathon County line,
Yeah.
up.
So, Hazel, this is that Gerald guy, the Amish guy from Stevens Point, who allegedly is going to give Stevens some money towards his bail.
Jury that's going to convict you on this.
Uh-huh.
That's what we need to pressure. We need to get Brian's body up, and we'll win this case. The only thing that connects me and you from 3 weeks ago is when I seen that prosecutor, Kenneth Kratz.
Yeah.
That's where that I came in. That's the only connection to me and you right now. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this for you and help you out. So I'm working on. I should have $7,000 by this coming week, and I'll have over 10 by the end of the month, and then I can take the loan for the rest. But I'm working on it.
Okay.
So I just got to get the land back underneath my name from my brother. So then I'll be set there.
I don't know anything about him,
So
Hazel.
we want to wave you out of that. One of the things we want to do is get you out of that county you're in. What's county? Calumet?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's my best belief you are being railroaded and set up. And this is busting up the setup, and they're flustered.
Yeah.
And I'm moving at it. I'm moving in the right direction. So I sent. They're going to find out sooner or later that I sent the letter down.
Wow. So
They don't use the internet, so they don't know what I'm.
so he dies
I'm
7 months
recording. They're
after
probably
this call.
recording it already, but it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get into their face, and I'm going to keep coming in their face.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask for the resource center down there. These guys that work on crooked cops.
Yeah.
We're going to see if they can help us out on this case and put pressure to the governor to raise that body up. And I'm going to keep at them until we succeed in this. And then there's a lady, Donna Shalala. Do you remember her?
I don't know if I do or not.
She came to visit you one time in the spring. And I knew her since I was a kid. And she sat on the president's board, and she was upset about how things ended up with you.
Yeah.
And she wanted to see that you got some money for that. I'm working with her too, and I'm letting her know what's going on. So we're working on it. I mean, there's very few of us, but we're going to give them a rough time when it comes to court. We're going to do everything we can for you, okay?
All right, thanks.
They stopped me twice, the sheriff's department and the police department in Point. I'm riding my bicycle. Never had trouble in my life. In 12 years at least with the Fulmer cops. And I'm getting a real tape because they says they don't know who I am. And I've been riding bicycle for 12 years past the police station, and you don't know who I am yet? Come on, I'm catching them lying.
Yeah.
They're messing up. You want to talk to your mother now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put her on.
All right, thanks.
No. Yeah?
Yeah. She called yet?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking to him. I said no to him.
Oh.
No.
What?
Oh, there?
Gerald, you're not going to be going there soon Sunday.
I don't know yet.
Hello? Otherwise we would. The phone's dead. Who's it? Hello? Yeah? I don't know how long you're going to last if the phone is dead.
Oh, don't put the note for battery in it.
Please, Barbara. Sure.
Tell her to call back in a minute.
I'll call you right back. I'll put the other battery in. Okay. Bye.
Oh. That should have been done.
I usually have it done. I forgot to put it on the charger today.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's not cool to start bitching about they should have put another battery in the phone for this whole thing for him to talk to Jody or whatever. I think if I were Barb or Dolores right there, I would have snapped on her.
Here. Yeah. I'm telling you that.
We want a lot of here.
So Green Bay.
Huh?
Green Bay then.
Green Bay, he said.
Why you?
Gerald.
Why not south? Why not north? Tony, with you.
Why? Answer the question.
I get right on it.
Yeah. You could talk, you know.
Yeah.
Mansell County and you met Tony. They party together.
Oh, see, this is it. Well, we get it over here. We stop the railroad. We need a harder rail. Okay, that's what we want.
Well, you know, if I get out, I won't have to sit in none of these.
Oh, I suppose not.
More time to come up with.
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
gather information off the real estate. Yeah, I haven't started yet, but I wanted to know if you started getting information.
She got the battery in there?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah.
There.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. No, he's not here, but I wish he was, but yeah, my bill would be cheaper. I'll tell you that. Hold on. Okay.
Hi, honey. Huh?
Hey, Jack.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
No.
No? Honey?
Okay.
Honey?
Hello?
Hello?
No.
No?
Hello?
Hello? Huh?
I can barely hear you.
You can barely hear me, Ma.
You can?
No. Honey?
Yeah.
Honey?
Okay.
Okay, hi, honey.
Hi.
I love you.
I did better the first time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I miss
How are
you.
you?
I miss you.
Huh?
It's born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a letter today?
No. Plan on doing that tonight.
Huh?
I'm planning on doing that tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm running out of things to tell you. There ain't much going on in here.
What is it?
Here either.
Yeah, I know.
What is it?
Yeah, by myself.
I know.
Yeah. I don't feel like doing nothing.
Huh?
I said I don't feel like doing nothing.
I can barely hear you. What's in the background?
What I look for
Ma?
is
Hey.
retired Tom.
Huh?
Ma?
I'm fixing it. I'm trying to.
Oh. Hey?
I'll try.
No? No?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Not now.
No? Keep it upside down.
Wait a minute. Barbara's going to get it.
Yeah, that's very admirable, Tina.
Talk.
Huh? Okay? Yeah. I can barely hear you now.
Can you? I can hear you really good, though.
I can't hear you. Yeah. Talk.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Oh, see, you can hear me.
There, now it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep it right there.
Okay.
Okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now I can't hear you. I can't hear you now.
I thought you could.
No, she moved it.
Yeah?
No?
Talk, Jody. Can you hear me now?
No, I can barely hear.
How about now?
Huh?
Can you?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good now.
It might be these phones, too.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you, too.
I don't know. I don't know if I can handle this.
What do you mean? We're working on it.
Huh?
It sure does, Twisted.
We're working on it. Yeah. Wish I was out there helping.
Yeah. But I don't know how long. I don't know if I'll make it to the court date.
Yes, you will.
I don't know.
So Stephen is saying the same kind of thing like Barb did. You'll have a dead sister. And Stephen says over and over again like he's going to kill himself. So maybe that's just an Avery thing that they threaten suicide?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to.
Hang in there and be strong.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying.
I know.
Yeah.
They're railroading you.
I know that. Tell me something I don't know. Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping. Nobody wants to help though.
What do you think we're doing?
I'm saying everybody out there.
What do you mean, everybody out there? What are you talking about? Us?
No, I'm talking about everybody else. I got this other woman.
Yeah, what?
I said, I got this other woman a little ways away.
I can't hear you.
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said, I got this other woman working too.
Who?
A little ways from up here.
Oh.
And she's working, she's trying to raise money and everything else and calling everybody. But I don't know which way to go.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just hang in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been hanging in there.
Well, it takes time to do everything.
It don't take that long.
That does sound familiar, Hazel, that Stephen was on a suicide watch at some point.
That's because you were out. That's a different story. That's a different story. You were out.
No, I was in here.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I know.
It's a different story.
Well, it's different now.
Well, that's what I figured.
Yeah. I don't know how different it was. It's different.
No, it's not.
So
Yes.
maybe I'll be joining you.
Why?
Why?
Because I got court Monday.
For what?
Oh, really? For a joint, they ain't gonna give you nothing.
No. They didn't give you nothing for that.
No.
No.
Ooh, so that's when Barb was arrested for having Scott's pot.
What time is it? Monday.
1:30?
1:30?
With Branch.
I don't know. It's up on second floor.
Oh, of course, second floor.
I don't know what the...
Yes, Natasha, you did miss the Dirty Debbie calls for today.
Get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I used that one day just to get a tattoo.
No, you can't say that. Yeah.
I don't know. Someone was yours.
You're going to have to get a public defender.
I don't know if you can even find Barb's arrest for pot. I don't think that's on her record. It like poof disappeared, right?
No, you'd have a different one.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I had to get you one too.
Huh?
They appointed me a different one too.
When?
For my shit. For my appeal?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Because they said everybody else was busy working on your shit. County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded. Huh?
What?
They said everybody was busy working on your shit now that they had to appoint me somebody else.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Oh.
what has Nassau County got to do with it?
The guy was from
They
Madison.
shouldn't have nothing to do with it.
The one they appointed me was from Madison.
Yeah. And they're probably all working for me.
Well,
Well, if they appointed somebody else, that's okay, too.
some lady from Adele.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about telling them forget it and dropping it.
No. Keep it going.
January 1st here in Illinois, recreational marijuana will be legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Anything that helps.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because we can always fight that later on. More. Yeah.
Yeah, Julie. What's her face? Jody's a lost cause.
Are we gonna make it?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure?
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know.
What country are you in, Natasha?
Don't worry.
No.
We will.
Oh.
I ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
I wrote that how many times in them letters?
Yeah, but that's my words.
Oh, Canada. I had family that used to own a resort in Red Lake, Ontario. Only went there once. It was beautiful.
I know.
Don't worry, I ain't going anywhere. I told you, cardboard box, right?
No. Okay.
Huh?
Okay. Now, when you want to call again? Monday night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. You try to
You
call.
keep thinking that.
Yeah.
I ain't going anywhere.
You try to call Bob again?
No?
Try it one more time.
Why?
We'll see if you get some money.
I'll try, but
Oh boy, Tina, that would be a hilarious call.
Yeah.
6 o'clock?
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too, honey.
And stay strong.
Yeah, I will. And find somebody else to you can get some money.
I don't use pot, even though I do think about, people keep telling me I should use the CBD stuff for my back.
I love you.
So I do consider looking into it for that.
I will.
All right.
Okay then.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just hang in there, okay?
It's hard. It's easy for you.
No, we've got it hard out here too.
Well, it's easy for you.
You shut up, Jack.
It's easy for all of you out there. You're out there. I ain't.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like this.
You're not going to end up like this.
You don't know that.
I'm going to tell him to let his face.
Yeah. I need shit done.
I know what's going on.
Right, Natasha, I always say I'm the choice girl. So I don't have a problem with pot that people who use it. And this conversation here, I understand what Steven's saying, but Barb was actually saying something nice to him. And then he just goes on the attack there. This is kind of brutal.
That's probably your side.
Maz, I've heard you can't just use CBD oil, that it has to have a little bit of the THC in it to be effective. And it depends where you get it from, if it's good or whatever. And I wouldn't have I have no idea where to get actual stuff, but it's sold everywhere here, all the gas stations, everything. There's signs everywhere for CBD oil.
Unless you mark come up, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big Chucky's car.
Yeah, my truck ain't going to make her.
Why?
I got something wrong with the front wheel.
Well,
Yeah, half of the time it don't want to even turn.
These guys are scared of him.
That's why you need to get your ass out of there and fix it for me.
well, I'll start working, making some phone calls.
Line his body up. We got him.
Get something in the Herald Times.
I've been trying.
Well, we got to get
You've been trying. How come nothing's done?
You got to read it first and put it in there.
body up, or I take that.
Yeah, what they reading?
Huh?
What are they reading?
What do you mean? What are they reading?
Another side of
I've been talking to Steve to see if he could put something in. Brian's been talking to him.
In this case,
So why can't he put something in there?
I have 7 years.
It's got to be the right thing. See, he's only he's not the writer or whatever
Yeah.
for the Herald Times. Somebody else is.
Yeah, but he can take it to a writer and figure it out.
Oh yeah.
That don't take long. 2 days, they'll have it in the paper.
Well, Ma tried to put one in there, and they said they can't.
Yeah, well, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he could put a fun in there.
I'm going to.
Green Bay, wow.
You know, all you have to do is write up something and put it in.
Yes, I know that, Stephen.
You know, Debbie's got it in the paper already.
You want it out of the area.
But I don't know exactly how to write it. Maybe she does.
For all I know.
Well, you got Carla. You got Arlen's wife. You got Yvonne.
The Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
But all them people, some people know what to do.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for the CBD tips. I've been saying it forever. I need to look into it. I need to stop saying it and actually look into it.
Yeah. You gotta change that filter, man. Them fish, too.
I know.
Yeah. You know, them boys could write something, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. To that lawyer.
Well, I had told Brian about it. So maybe he's doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll wait till after Christmas.
Who?
Your kids.
Why would they?
Because if it was important to them, they'd have been getting it done. Yeah. And surprise candies on the internet were looking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at but she was 100% against me.
Yeah, but you don't know if she still is. She don't come over here.
No, but there's too much heat between them now.
Yeah, well, she shouldn't have said what she did.
Well, and you can forgive that right now.
I have not smoked pot since high school, and all it did was make me paranoid.
Yeah. I don't know.
What do I tell her to talk to Mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what you can do then?
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna have
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
young yet. I gotta go with no. Yeah. I'm gonna try. We'll probably try to stop it. I gotta go to Calumet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Gerald guy is sure talking up a storm in the background here.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta wake up. I've been working.
Well, we're gonna have to know if you're gonna go though, because otherwise we're gonna have to go.
You don't know. Well,
Yeah, that's no problem. It's a 6 o'clock visitation.
Yeah, you gotta be there for 6 o'clock though.
Yeah, Tina. Well, because he just doesn't get it, I guess. Bye, Miley. Yeah, we're almost done. This call is ending now. We're going into the last call of December 10th, and it's only 16 minutes long.
He's an English guy. He said,
You can call it self-point. He'll get a hold of me.
oh, okay.
yeah, well, that's only for you. Because we gotta talk to him.
Well, I know that. Yeah, okay.
Chucky over there?
Yeah.
Oh.
You wanted to strategy, so there's gonna be, can we let these guys try? And then I'm gonna go back on public defender. We need me to speak right away to get me up there. And before that, even he's get Brian's body up. And if they're stalling on the body, understand.
Well, we're gonna go to that lawyer again. They want him wonky.
I want him out of there. And I'm gonna do my best.
Which one is that?
The skinny one, the Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
And see if he can refile that. Yeah.
You know,
And he'll go back to a public defender, finish the job.
I gotta find this card though. I don't know what I do with it. Didn't the paperwork.
Well, how about if I call you back later?
Yeah, okay then.
Is it 7:30?
If you get on the
I don't know, 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah, okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
all right.
All right. Last call of December 10th is number 189. Call is at 8:05 p.m. and lasts 16 minutes and 2 seconds. So this is going to be calling Dolores back. Yep.
Hello? Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Yeah?
Huh?
What?
They all gone?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think
What?
when you talk to him?
It's a long shot.
Yeah. He sounds like he wants to help you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's coming up late tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Heather, he did talk to Debbie. He talked to Debbie at, let me refer to my notes.
The guy who was with the had one.
He talked to her at 3,
Oh,
From each other.
I don't know.
and he told her in that call he'd call her tomorrow. So he'll be calling her again tomorrow.
Bicycle he rides.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his light bill is 6 cents.
Huh?
I wish mine was like that. 6 cents. I don't know what he's got that would be electric.
Yeah, well, he ain't got much.
I don't know. He was supposed to go on some kind of a trip or something. But he's going to work on your case instead. Oh,
That's good.
yeah.
Well, you have a little bit of money, though.
I said he talked to Debbie today at 3. So he's already talked to her once on this day, and then he told her he would call her again tomorrow. So he'll be on the calls from the next day. So you missed the Dirty Debbie call.
But that's what I was going to tell him, but he don't listen too good. He said he's finding a way, trying to find a way. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you have, what, up to 10 grand by the end of the month.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He's got 7 grand now.
Yeah. I don't know.
So do you leave right away after that?
Yeah.
On 5 or 2?
Well, not too long after. I'm Chucky both left.
Yeah. She can help more than what she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got problems down there too.
Like what?
Them brats. The 2 younger brats. You know, listen, that one is so darn lazy.
Well, that's her problem.
I said, you don't need all them toys, them button things. Take them away from him. Maybe he'll do something. Well, I don't know if he'll do anything anyway now.
So she's calling Blaine and Brendan brats for just playing video games all the time. Nana, I don't think he got the bail money, no.
He didn't even want to work.
No.
He's old enough to go and get some job already.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the summertime, he can.
Yeah.
Look at Corey was working at Clark Field at 16.
Yeah.
Corey was Carla's brother who died.
Yeah.
All that shit what you got there, look through there and see if there's some letters in there, whatever.
And where?
Just see what you got at home.
Oh. Yeah.
About the library in Madison.
Oh, the ones I got here?
Library.
That I got here?
Yeah.
I thought you said they were on top of the computer.
You said you brought some home.
Them were off the desk.
Yeah, well, check the desk first.
Oh.
I said a letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look for some cards.
That's what you said, cards.
Yeah.
You said them were on the computer, though, on the top there.
I said it might be.
Well, there was some stuff up there.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was from there.
I just couldn't get short-tempered, I don't think, with Dolores. She's trying to help him the best she can. Yeah, I just kind of cringe.
Yeah. Well, you can do that tomorrow. We can call him too.
Who?
But I was just talking about.
Oh. On a Sunday?
Oh. No, Monday.
Oh.
You can't find a shit Monday. They call Monday.
Mm. No, I can do anything.
That's why Barbara can leave that fucking Scotty alone too and help.
She wants to clean her house.
Yeah, clean her house.
Yeah.
She's been cleaning it since she's been moved in it.
That's because she's got some pigs there. But
She
they
should've-
think it's a goddamn good beating.
No, she should have stayed with Tom. I should have told her that. So you were better off with Tom.
This call was from
from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or
Why you
recorded.
told her to get rid of them? Huh? Kick them out.
Yeah. A mistake.
Yeah. Now he's kicked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, those kids don't listen. The two older ones ain't bad. Brian's all right. He works. Other ones don't do nothing.
Yeah.
She had to call on Bobby to come home because she couldn't control those other ones.
Oh, yeah?
Brandon, he's the instigator.
Yeah.
He's just terrible. I said, Christ, my house is 35 years old, and it doesn't look as bad as her new one does.
No, I don't.
No.
Well,
I don't know.
I can't forget. Somebody's going to call at 6 o'clock Monday.
Mm. Yeah. Well, he talks fast, so he'll talk fast by you.
Yeah, I can see that.
So in 20 minutes, you'll get a lot done.
Yeah.
You're here with a pickup truck. I don't know what your pickup truck it was. With a cap on. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Amish don't got vehicles.
No. You ride the bike.
Yeah, plus the horse.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the Amish do.
Well, I know it's Amish. That's what he said he is, though. But his name is SKI at the end, so I don't know.
Like Jody's.
Yeah. Is she Amish?
No.
Well, no, she's, what is that then? Yeah, the end of his name is SKI.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
It's like Tom is then.
Yeah.
And he's not Amish. I don't know.
I feel a little bit better, but not much.
Why, were you sick?
No. I feel down in the dumps.
Well, that everybody does now.
You're out there.
Yeah, but it's still, I'm in the dumps. I get up in the morning now, all I do is think. I wake up in the morning, I think.
Well, thinking is, it's different.
I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
Not for some old lady.
Some lady.
But that's the thing, Hazel. He does. He tells everybody what to do when he's in there. He tells them what to do with the business. He now, do they always listen to him? That's a different thing. But he does boss everybody around in everything they do.
I go nuts if the phone don't work.
You go nuts if the phone don't work?
I go nuts now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's why it's always nice to have somebody to talk to there. Tell the guard to sit down there and talk to you.
Yeah.
If he's a nice guard.
They're women.
Oh. They're women.
Yeah.
Well, oh, you can talk to her. Tell her to sit outside here. Is there bars where you are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm in the front where the squad cars park.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. On the side.
Whatever. Yeah, that's the side, I think.
Yeah.
The squad cars are. Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to get snow tomorrow, too.
It is snowing.
I said, yeah, but tomorrow, too.
Yeah, I know that. It's snowing up north, too.
Yeah.
That's what Dad said. Oh, Tom asked if it was snowing here. So I think I guess we did.
Yeah, you get a chance, look back there for that envelope and some cards.
I don't even have it in the back. I got it on the side here, right in the hallway. I think. Or did I move it? No, it's still sitting there. I had put Brandon in his cage. Wasn't so bad when that first one come in. When Gerald come in. But then when that guy, the other guy, sat down on that chair, then Brandon really did go. Now he's back in bed, all by himself. He's not locked up either. He likes Rosie and that grandmother today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was crying to him. So I don't know what he was trying to say to him. He'd go to him. Rosie can talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only when she's, I suppose, her pills kick in after. When she gets her pills in, then maybe she.
Well,
Yeah, but she was talking.
maybe take her off them pills.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could understand what she said. Oh, Lloyd, let's go home. It's time to go home now. Yeah. Get your shoes on, she said to him.
Dad call you up?
Yeah, he's not going to call him more tonight. He said tomorrow. Yeah. He said the line was busy. Oh, I got to do something in this house tomorrow.
You try Yvonne?
How could I try that?
Try
On the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
It'll have to be tomorrow. You know her then.
Yeah.
Because she first gets out of bed late.
Yeah. Yeah, see. Marlon call?
No.
Oh.
Maybe she's not even home from town yet.
It's 8 o'clock. It's after 8 o'clock.
Never heard. When Chris goes, she goes all the way.
I don't know why it's called Carla tomorrow.
I did call Carla tonight already.
What did you?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Well, yeah, if I need some help, she'd help.
Oh.
She said they'll do something yet tonight. Her and Stacy. Stacy will help her.
Oh.
Well, she's got stuff too. She's got to get ready for her wedding.
That's next year.
She's doing stuff already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she says, I'm working down on the computer and them kids are upstairs. Tornading the house toward
Yeah.
the two younger ones. Miranda was outside, she said.
Another wedding I will make it too.
How do you know? I told that guy that you want to get out.
Yeah.
He said, we'll try.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Julie.
Hey, I suppose I'll let you go.
All right. Mm.
It's enough times today.
How many times?
I don't know.
What time did you call me?
Yes, you can visit people in jail, but it's different rules, and you can only. So I think Stephen, they're only allowing visits for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you have to get up until noon anyway.
Yeah. So 11:30.
You can't go every day. It's like only once or twice a week.
Get up and eat breakfast?
Yeah, then I'll go back to bed.
Oh. That I couldn't do.
That's at 5 or 5:30.
Oh, yeah? I couldn't do that. Once I get up in the morning, I'm done.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why the days are so long for me. Holy plus they never.
Yeah, I suppose not, Nels. I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Yeah, okay then.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was the last call of December 11th, 2005. And now I'm like freezing. Oh, I'm still going. All right. So that was the last call of December 10th. So we are officially done with this video and done with videos for today. It is 5:40 p.m. my time, and Jeff should be home soon. I do not know for sure when I will be on next, because now I'll be up early in the morning to drive down to the prison to go visit Marnie and Melissa, and then drive back, and I got to go to a meeting in Chicago. that starts at 6 p.m. And so I probably won't be home until like 9 p.m. tomorrow. So there'll definitely be no videos on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I'm going to see Andrew Yang speak in Chicago, but he's doing something in the afternoon and also something evening, so I might be all day in Chicago on Thursday as well. So um so I'm not sure on that. So I probably won't be on until Friday. Um in a call I listened to today, Debbie told Stephen that all the calls that were made between them that they cost her nothing. Why did she lie? That's a lie. Yes, I absolutely will let Marnie and Melissa know that they've got tons of supporters out here. Send them holiday cards. I know for Melissa, especially, she's saying that she's down in the dumps at holiday time. Plus, her dog just recently died, so things are really tough for Melissa right now. So Melissa is easy to cheer up. Or not easy to cheer up, but anything you send her is something that will cheer her up. So so you can send something to Melissa. I also posted in one of these videos the address for both Marnie and Melissa. I should post it in gossip for you all too. So you can send a letter to Marnie, and Marnie really likes poetry. So um so she gets into poetry and she likes scuba diving. And Hazel says she said her bill was 43 or $45. Well, she's not talking to him nearly as much as other people. If she's only talking to him, she's not even once a day, right? And so, like, okay, the call today when she talked to him was just 20 minutes. So one call at 20 minutes, but I'm not going to do that math. That ain't my job. So, all right, ending this video. Thank y'all for being here. And like I said, I don't know when I'll go live next. Looks like it might not be until Friday. And we'll continue on with the jail calls. And I will also give you an update after visiting with Melissa and Marnie. So I will talk to you all soon.